Welcome to PrepsNet Coach Speak with Jackson-Olin Mustangs head football coach Joe Webb, powered by CM Gridiron. Here's your host, Aubrey Johnson.
Welcome to the show, Coach.
Thanks for having me again.
Absolutely. Glad to be back here. So you had a tough time this past Friday with Hartselle losing 41-0.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about the game.
It was, of course, a tough loss. It's a lot that we learned from the game.
Right.
I watched film and, got a chance to watch the guys and how they played. And, coming out this week by us having this off week, get a chance to get better in some areas.
Sure. So what specifically do you think you kind of learned through that loss?
I learned a lot about the different players.
Okay.
I learned, what guys are being tough, what guys are not tough, what guys fight through adversity.
There you go.
Things like that. So I learned more about my team as players than more so, S's and O's.
Right. So, as always, injuries are a part of this game. How did the players fare injury-wise?
First part of the game, I lost my quarterback.
Oh boy!
Yeah, so that was
rough.
that was difficult. So just had to scramble around and find the next guy up. So
Yes, sir.
But that's something that we're working on this week.
Okay, good deal. Anybody else, or everybody else just nicked up?
A couple other guys was nicked up, but not to the point where I can't use them. I
Right.
played with, I think I had about 5 or 6 starters who was out,
wow.
for the game. So
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of key guys, as far as Aiden Moody, Marshall Hendricks, Jewels Williams, my starting center. So
Right.
a lot of guys I didn't have, so it did force a lot of young guys to step up to the plate.
Yes. Well, they got to play, but still, that makes for a tough week, doesn't it?
Yes, sir, it does.
Okay, well, we'll be right back. Check this out first from CM Gridiron.
PrepsNet Coach Speak is powered by CM Gridiron. CM Gridiron is your home of fan-focused Alabama high school football. From our weekly interactive Team of the Week and offensive and defensive fan-selected player of the week polls to the Alabama High School Stadium Tour, player profiles, Coach of the Week features, and live in-game scoreboards, CM Gridiron is the largest fan-driven digital platform in the state of Alabama. Your team, your voice, your vote, your game. CM Gridiron.
And we're back. Coach, you've got an open date this week, so good time for the team, like you were talking about injuries, to mend, rest up a little bit, but also kind of get back to fundamentals, blocking and tackling. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir. That's a lot that we saw on film, getting back to fundamentals.
Yes, sir.
Teaching the guys the basics all over again. And sometimes that's important, to go back, and just go back to the basics.
Yes,
sometimes you get away from that because you're so busy game planning for the next team. So this is a good week for us. It's just settle down, focus on the areas that we need to focus on, and get ready for area play next week.
Right. So speaking of that, let's talk about your opponent next week. That's Gardendale. You've got a home game against them, so they'll be right here. But they've had some good success of late. They beat Pinson Valley 42-16 last week, so they're kind of coming into their own. How do you prepare against a team like that?
Well, we're starting preparation now.
Yes,
it
sir.
gives us an advantage. We have 2 weeks to prepare for them. So that's pretty much of an advantage for us. Just a game plan. But it's important. They are a very good team. They're very sound. They have a very good coach and his coaching staff, and they do a good job as far as teaching the boys how to play the game. And it's a big challenge for us.
Right.
Challenge for us to play here at home. Work on getting our first win in the area. So we're doing everything we got to do to get the kids prepared for the next game.
Okay, gotcha. And also, it's a region game. So how important is this first region game as far as region play in general?
Very important. One thing I say to the guys, hey, let's make the playoffs. And the first way of us making the playoffs is win the area game. So
yes, sir.
This is an important one. It's the first one. So we want to get it.
Right.
We want to get ourselves in position to get in the playoffs early and not have to wait to to sag it to the last game to try to fight for the last spot.
Right. It feels like if you lose that first region game, you're kind of playing from behind, aren't you, Coach?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your guys have got to be hungry for a win at this point. I'm sure that's going to play in your favor next week, and we'll be talking about that the following week. See how things went. Coach, that's a wrap. Appreciate you and appreciate you watching here. Follow us again next week and the week after for another Jackson-Olin version of Coach Speak.